Did you know that it is now a human right to be able to eat your favourite type of chicken nuggets? I'm not making this up. ECHR human rights rules have been used to allow an Albanian criminal found with 250 grand of illegal cash on him to stay in the country, using the fact that his son has a distaste for the type of chicken nuggets available in Albania to help him stay in this country. It is beyond belief. So he went to the courts to appeal his deportation order, and the immigration tribunal said that it would be, quote, unduly harsh for a 10-year-old to be forced to move to Albania with his father, owing to his sensitivity around food. And the only example about this sensitivity around food that was given to the court was his distaste for the type of chicken nuggets that are available abroad. The sole example. It's not the case that the dislike of chicken nuggets was just a side note alongside the fact that the kid has a million different allergies that are not accommodated for in this country. No. He literally just doesn't like the chicken nuggets that they have in Albania. Maybe they don't have KFC there. I don't know. And, well, you would think in any sane legal system that would not be a valid reason for a criminal to stay in the country. But oh no, we've got the ECHR that we have to abide by apparently. And the European Convention on Human Rights is what has allowed the family to stay in the country. And there was one other thing, let's not cherry pick. Okay, it wasn't just the case that the kid doesn't like chicken nuggets. There was one other factor that needed to be taken into account. He has a difficulty with socks. A difficulty with socks. Well, I tell you what, I went for a walk this morning and my sock kept on falling down inside my welly. It was driving me absolutely insane. Do I think that should have, if I was here in the country and about to be deported, do I think my difficulty with getting my socks to stay up would be a reason for the courts to rule that I can't be deported? No. What planet are we on? I'm not sure what is more insane, the sock difficulty or the chicken nuggets point. So the lawyers said that the child had sensory difficulties with some clothing, such as socks in particular, and certain types of food, that's the chicken nuggets, which meant he would seize up and refuse to do anything. Well, sounds like you've just got a very stubborn child who doesn't want to put their socks on and doesn't want to eat chicken nuggets that aren't his favourite type of nuggets. You can't make this stuff up. It's unbelievable. Now, thankfully, the case, although the appeal was granted, the case is still ongoing, and this will go to another level. It will go to another appeal because a judge in the upper tribunal disagreed with the assessment. Thank God there's at least one judge there that has an ounce of common sense. And the judge, David Merrigan, he said the only example of why the boy couldn't go to Albania was that he will not eat the type of chicken nuggets that are available abroad. It's nice to see there the quote from the judge where he has said and confirmed that it is the only reason, the chicken nuggets are the only reason, because when you see this headline you think it's too good to be true. The chicken nuggets must have been, a little add-on on top of some genuinely serious reasons why they can't be deported. But no, it really is just the chicken nuggets and maybe the socks as well. The judge that disagreed goes on to say, we are not persuaded that the addition of this sole example approaches anywhere near the level of harshness for a reasonable judge to find it to be unduly so, he said. He remitted the case to be reheard by a different judge in a lower tribunal to decide the sole issue of whether the consequences of deportation would be unduly harsh on the 10-year-old boy. The case is ongoing. So there we are. This is the bonkers world that we are living in. You can avoid deportation if you say that your son doesn't like chicken nuggets. This is not the first bonkers case we've had. We are having case after case after case like this. This is happening far too often. Darren posted this meme earlier, which I think sums it up. Keir Starmer with his mates at the ECHR. Meanwhile, you have got some criminals with their big wad of cash eating their British chicken nuggets. Yeah, this is not the first bonkers case we had. We had a Jamaican rapist couldn't be deported because he suddenly decided he was bisexual and said people might be mean to him in Jamaica for him being bisexual. I say I don't give a toss because you're a rapist. So I don't care if you get a bit bullied. I'm sorry, you're a rapist. Get out our country. We had another person say that their child might be transgender, and even though I think the child was only a few years old, so they can't be deported. I mean, the list goes on, and this is at the same time that our Home Office is putting out videos yesterday of them deporting people to show, oh, look how tough we are, look how great we are at deporting people out of the country. I'm sorry, but so long as we're in the ECHR and you can just say that you don't like foreign chicken nuggets, I don't think this government is going to be able to deport all the serious criminals that we need to deport out of this country. It's just not going to happen. Bear in mind, they're trying to say, oh, look, we're as harsh as Trump is on deportation. No. Our Home Office is paying those people they've deported. They are paying them, or at least a significant number of them. They are paying them to leave the country. They're giving them a wad of cash to get on a plane and leave. They've gone for the easy deportations, as opposed to the worst criminals that are the most dangerous in our society. And just to show you, this was a news headline that was out yesterday. Just to show you how easy it is to stay in this country when you're not supposed to be here. We had this story yesterday. Asylum seeker on the run for 18 years, finally caught after the police pulled the car over. This was in GB News yesterday. So this is a guy who was he's a failed asylum seeker. He should have left the country in 2007, but he's just been living in the country undetected since. No one's caught him. Doubt anyone's really gone after him. I doubt there was really much of a manhunt going on if he's been able to stay here since 2007 undetected. Easy peasy. And the way he was caught was not because the police specifically went after to try and find this guy like they should have done. No, it's just because they were doing a routine traffic stop and happened to come across this individual who was driving without a license, probably has been driving for the past 18 years without a license without being caught. Anyway, they saw he didn't have a license. He then claimed he had an Italian driver's license, but turned out he didn't, and then they somehow figured out his immigration status in all of this, and they have handed him over to the Home Office or to Border Force to deal with him. But 18 years undetected? I mean, this is just a joke. And let's have a look at what GB News and Talk TV have done in response to this absolutely bonkers chicken nugget story that we're talking about. So GB News, what did they do? Well, they got Jacob Rees-Mogg to eat some chicken nuggets live on air.
And I have in front of me some chicken nuggets, I believe, from Mr. McDonald, a purveyor of chicken nuggets and
I
other
can't believe
other
I'm seeing posh Jacob
Rees-Mogg. You can also get them from
eating
Mr. Fortman and Mr. Mason and
food.
other distinguished outlets. Sir John, can I press you a chicken nugget?
This is serious television, guys.
Will you?
Serious
They smell
television.
terrible, it has to be said, but I shall try one in the interest of research and of my viewers.